The magnetic field of a human being is not something that can be easily measured with machines or explained in purely scientific terms, because it goes beyond the realm of what we can touch and see. Yet those who have experienced heightened states of energy and awareness understand very well that it is real and undeniable. When a man practices semen retention, he begins to notice a profound shift in how he feels, how others perceive him, and the way life itself seems to rearrange around his presence. It is as if a silent but powerful current of energy is flowing through him, drawing people, opportunities, and experiences into his orbit in a way that defies ordinary explanation. Many men describe this as becoming magnetic, and when you explore the reasons why, it becomes clear that semen retention is not merely a discipline of the body, but a transformation of the mind, spirit, and overall energy field. By choosing to preserve and circulate this vital force rather than waste it, a man cultivates an inner strength that radiates outward like an invisible aura. Before we go any further, make sure you join our Telegram channel through the link in the description to be part of a community that dives deeper into these powerful topics. The first thing to understand is that semen retention is not about repression or denial. It is about mastery. It is about channeling one of the most powerful biological and spiritual resources we have into something higher, something more purposeful, and something infinitely more rewarding than momentary release. The ancient yogis, Taoist practitioners, and sages from various traditions all knew that sexual energy is creative energy. It is the same force that creates life. To spill it without awareness is to lose a piece of your essence. But to conserve it and transmute it is to transform yourself into a living generator of vitality, charisma, and influence. This energy builds up inside of you. It circulates. It amplifies, strengthens your nervous system, sharpens your focus, and increases your physical vitality. But beyond that, it begins to radiate from you in subtle ways that others can feel, even if they cannot explain it. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the atmosphere shift because of one person's presence? Have you noticed how certain individuals do not even need to say much, yet everyone is drawn to them, listens to them, and wants to be near them? This is the magnetic effect of cultivated energy. When you retain, you are training your body and mind to hold and direct this magnetic force rather than dissipating it. Women sense it instinctively. Men respect it instinctively. Even animals and children seem to respond differently to a man who has built his inner magnetism through this discipline. It is not about arrogance or showing off. It is about resonance. Your energy resonates at a higher frequency, and others tune into it without realizing why. Over time, this magnetic field makes you more attractive not only physically but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. People feel safe around you. They feel inspired around you. They feel awakened around you. This is why semen retention is often described as turning a man into a walking center of attraction. It is not just about sexual attraction, although that naturally increases. It is about life attraction. Opportunities start to appear. Strangers treat you with unexpected kindness. Synchronicities unfold in your favor. You carry yourself differently. Your voice has more depth. Your eyes hold more intensity. Your handshake conveys more certainty. The subtle things about you begin to change, and others notice without knowing exactly what has shifted. This is not superstition. This is the real effect of energy conservation and transmutation. From a biological perspective, semen is rich in proteins, hormones, enzymes, and minerals. The body invests a tremendous amount of energy into producing it. By constantly releasing it, a man drains himself of that vitality. But when he holds it, his body reabsorbs and recycles those vital elements, distributing them through the bloodstream, nourishing the brain, the nervous system, and the organs. This is why men who retain often report increased mental clarity, stronger memory, and sharper intuition. From a spiritual perspective, retention awakens the dormant power of the Kundalini, the coiled energy at the base of the spine. As this energy rises through the chakras, it illuminates higher centers of awareness, opening creativity, wisdom, and inner peace. The result is not only physical magnetism, but spiritual radiance. People feel this on an unconscious level, and they gravitate toward it because human beings are naturally drawn to higher energy fields. Think of a magnet and how it effortlessly pulls metal toward itself without effort or words. That is exactly how semen retention makes a man operate in social life. Instead of chasing, he attracts. Instead of forcing, he receives. Instead of trying too hard, he simply is. and that being is enough. But of course, this journey is not without challenges. Tension is not easy, especially in a world where constant stimulation and instant gratification are everywhere. It requires discipline, self-control, and a clear vision of why you are practicing it. There will be temptations. There will be moments of weakness. There will be times when you question if it is worth it. Yet every man who has stayed the course will tell you that the benefits far outweigh the struggles. They will tell you about the confidence they gained, the respect they earned, and the inner peace they discovered. They will tell you about how women began to notice them more, how men began to treat them differently, and how life itself seemed to align with their intentions. They will tell you about the joy of waking up in the morning with boundless energy, the pride of mastering themselves, and the sense of purpose that comes from channeling their creative force into something meaningful. The magnetic field you build through retention is not just for personal gain. It also allows you to be of greater service to others. When your cup is full, you can pour into others without feeling drained. When your energy is abundant, you uplift everyone you meet. When your presence is strong, you give others permission to rise into their own strength. This is why retention is not selfish. It is one of the most generous things a man can do, because it transforms him into a source of inspiration, leadership, and positive influence. It is also important to understand that retention is not about becoming rigid or suppressing your natural desires. It is about mastery over them. It is about learning to enjoy the energy of desire without being enslaved by it. It is about learning to redirect that energy into physical exercise, creative projects, spiritual practices, and meaningful connections. The more you practice this redirection, the more powerful your magnetism becomes, because you are no longer scattering your energy, but consolidating it. Imagine a light bulb versus a laser. A light bulb scatters light in all directions, and while it illuminates, its power is diluted. A laser, on the other hand, is focused energy, and it can cut through steel. Retention turns you from a bulb into a laser. Your focus sharpens, your will strengthens, your presence intensifies. And with that intensity comes magnetism. People are drawn to those who know where they are going, who are in control of themselves, and who radiate purpose. That is what semen retention creates within you. It makes you a man who does not need to chase validation because his validation comes from within. It makes you a man who does not seek approval because his very being commands respect. It makes you a man who does not desperately try to attract others because others are naturally attracted to him. This magnetic effect continues to grow the longer you practice retention, and it can transform every area of your life. Your relationships become deeper, your work becomes more productive, your health becomes stronger, your spirituality becomes clearer, your destiny becomes brighter. This is the gift of semen retention. It is a path of self-mastery, self-respect, and self-realization. If you stay disciplined, if you remain patient, and if you continue to channel your energy into growth, you will become a walking center of attraction. Not because you are trying, but because you are simply being.
Ow.
And that is the most magnetic state of all. If this message resonates with you, remember to support this channel by contributing through the thanks button below. Every contribution, no matter how small, is deeply appreciated and helps us continue creating valuable content for you.